Good evening and welcome to Doordarshan Kendra Kohima. I am Zishnyu Mehta with the news. First day headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Operation Sindoor has drawn new line in India's defense strategy. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh highlights India's support for women in UN peacekeeping missions. Angami Gazetted Officer Scroto conducts workshop on educated unemployed youth in Kohima. And Nagaland Shooting Sports Association inaugurates 2-week free shooting training and competition program. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said that Operation Sindoor has drawn a new line in India's defense strategy. Modi said that no one can escape after sending terrorists into India or planning attacks. He said that even if terrorists hide in the depths of the earth, India's missile will bury them there. Prime Minister said this after laying the foundation stone and inaugurating the multiple development projects worth 12,000 crore rupees at Gaya in Bihar today. The projects belong to multiple sectors including power, road, health, urban development and water supply. Modi also flagged off Amrit Bharat Express train between Gaya and Delhi and Buddhist circuit train between Vaishali and Koderma, which will give a boost to tourism and religious travels across key Buddhist sites in the region. Prime Minister Modi remarked that the rising number of infiltrators in the country is a matter of grave concern. He highlighted that the demographic profile of Bihar's border districts is changing rapidly and affirmed that their government has resolved not to let infiltrators decide the future of the nation. He stressed that infiltrators will not be allowed to snatch employment opportunities from Bihar's youth. Prime Minister said that rapid development of Bihar is a major priority for the NDA government at the center. He said the projects launched in Bihar today will strengthen Bihar's industries and create new employment opportunities for the youth. Modi highlighted that in the past 11 years, over 4 crore poor families have been provided with permanent houses across the country and 38 lakh houses have been constructed in Bihar.
जहां बिजली के खंबे तक नहीं पहुंचे थे, लालटेन वालों ने पूरे बिहार के भविष्य को अंधेरे में धकेल दिया था। न शिक्षा थी, न रोजगार था। बिहार की कितनी पीढ़ियों को इन लोगों ने बिहार से पलायन के लिए मजबूर कर दिया था।
Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has said that India has been a strong supporter of women's participation and integration into UN peacekeeping missions. Singh said this while interacting with the women military officers of the United Nations in New Delhi today. He said that the government is also strengthening its policy to encourage women's participation in the country's armed forces and peacekeeping contingents, ensuring they have equal opportunity to lead and serve. He said India will continue to work with the United Nations and troop-contributing countries to advance gender parity and world peace. The minister said that the presence of officers from 15 countries across the globe in New Delhi today reflects the microcosm of the United Nations and its enduring spirit of unity and cooperation.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to address this distinguished gathering of the women military officers participating in the United Nations Women Military Observers Course. The presence of officers from 15 countries across the globe here today reflects the microcosm of the United Nations and its enduring spirit of unity and cooperation. I wish to say to all the women officers present here, you are the torch bearers of change. India stands with you, proud of your contribution.
And back home, the Angami Gazetted Officer Scroto Agok, in collaboration with its frontal units today, organized a workshop on educated unemployed youth at Ethenizumi NBCC Convention Center, Kohima, under the theme, The Ardent Need to Change the Mindset and Perspective of Educated Unemployed Youth Towards Self-Reliance, chaired by Asonyo M. Savino, Vice President of AGOC. The program began with an invocation by Reverend Dr. Rachele Vihinyo, Executive Director, ABCC. This was followed by welcome address by Nila Sopfe, President AGOC, and exhortation by Tejao Vihinyo, President of APO. The workshop brought together officers, youth leaders, and community members to deliberate on the growing challenge of educated unemployment while stressing the importance of self-sustenance and creating opportunities within the community. While Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan awareness program was held at Government High School Yanchem, Longland, which was jointly organized by District Administration Longland in collaboration with Longlang District Level Service Authority and Medical Department. Medical Officer Yachem, Dr. Visino Nakro, said Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan is a national movement against drug abuse and substance addiction, focusing on awareness, prevention, counseling, treatment, the addiction to reduce the demand for drugs and substance abuse. She said that youth must abstain from bad company and communities should protect the youth and support those who are struggling with addiction rather than isolating them, because addiction is not just a crime but it is also a disease that needs compassion and treatment. Dr. Nakro further urged to pledge together to build a healthy, safer and drug-free India. Supreme Court modified its earlier directions for capture and complete relocation of stray dogs in the Delhi NCR region. In a fresh order, the three-judge bench of Justices Vikram Nath, Sandeep Mehta and N.V. Anjaria directed that stray dogs picked up must be released in their own territory after sterilization and immunization, except those infected with rabies or exhibiting aggressive behavior. The Justice Nath-led bench emphasized the creation of dedicated feeding spaces for stray dogs while restricting public feeding, expanding the scope of proceedings beyond Delhi NCR. The Apex Court implemented all union territories and state governments for creation of a pan-India policy on stray dogs and proposed transferring to itself similar petitions pending in various high courts.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा कि स्ट्रीट डॉग्स के लिए नगर निगम के अधिकारियों को भोजन के लिए समर्पित स्थान बनाने होंगे। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने आदेश का दायरा बढ़ाकर कहा कि अब यह आदेश पूरे देश में लागू होगा। गौरतलब है कि जस्टिस विक्रम नाथ, जस्टिस संदीप मेहता और जस्टिस N.V. अंजारिया की 3 जजों की बेंच ने यह फैसला सुनाया है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा कि 11 अगस्त का निर्देश फिलहाल स्थगित रखा जाएगा। उस आदेश में आवारा कुत्तों को आश्रय स्थल से छोड़े जाने पर रोक लगाई गई थी, पर खाना नहीं।
Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla today called on President Draupadi Murmu at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Group Captain Shukla shared his experiences in space with the President. Group Captain Prashant Balakrishna Nair and Group Captain Puyanshlok Biswal, along with Chairman ISRO and Secretary Department of Space Dr. V. Narayanan and Director Human Space Flight Center Dinesh Kumar Singh were also present on the occasion. President Draupadi Murmu extended her best wishes to the entire team for future endeavors, especially for the Gaganyaan mission. And now let us take a short break. Stay with us.
हेलो
राजेश जी, मैं पुलिस थाने से बोल रहा हूँ।
फिर से
आप डिजिटल अरेस्ट में हो, दूसरे कमरे में जाइए, अकेले। आपके पार्सल में ड्रग्स मिले हैं, लंबे जाएंगे। 10 लाख दीजिए, बच जाएंगे।
सर इतने कहाँ से?
एक लिंक भेजा है, अभी प्रोसेसिंग के लिए 2 लाख भेजिए, बाकी बाद में।
2 लाख?
क्या हुआ पापा?
बेटा ये कह रहे हैं कि मेरे पार्सल में से ड्रग्स मिले हैं।
अरे
काट दिया।
पैनिक मत कीजिए पापा, डिजिटल अरेस्ट जैसा कुछ नहीं होता है, ये सब फ्रॉड है।
फ्रॉड?
पुलिस, बैंक, RBI इत्यादि के नाम से आने वाले साइबर अपराधियों के फोन या वीडियो कॉल से सावधान रहें। उन्हें कोई पैसे ना भेजें और तुरंत पुलिस में रिपोर्ट करें। अगर समझदारी नहीं दिखाओगे
तो पैसे गवाओगे।
RBI कहता है
जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back to the news. ISRO Chairman V. Narayanan said that India's first uncrewed mission of the Gaganyaan Human Space Flight Mission G1 is expected to conduct its first test flight in December this year with the half-humanoid robot Vyomitra. Addressing a press conference in New Delhi, Narayanan said that Gaganyaan is progressing well as 80% of tests, or around 7,700 tests, have been conducted so far. He added that the remaining 2,300 tests will be completed by March next year. Highlighting other achievements of ISRO, Narayanan said that 196 accomplishments have been achieved so far this year, including GLEX 2025 and a high-thrust electric propulsion system. He noted that a 6,500 kilogram communication satellite of the USA will be launched from an Indian launch pad. He further highlighted that 13 terabits of data from Aditya L1 have been provided to the scientific community this year. Talking about ISRO's role in the Axiom 4 mission, the ISRO chief mentioned that ISRO's technical expertise played a crucial role in ensuring the safe launch of the mission. He noted that ISRO corrected the LOX leakage observed in the first stage of the Falcon 9 rocket, avoiding catastrophic failure. The Nagaland Shooting Sports Association, NSSA, in collaboration with the Department of Youth Resources and Sports, inaugurated a 2-week free shooting training and competition program under the theme Sports for All at the Multidisciplinary Sports Complex, Dimapur today. Special guest Ketositio Sekose, Director, Department of Youth Resources and Sports, emphasized the importance of mental preparedness in sports, stating that 50% of the game depends on the mind. Highlighting the state government's initiatives in sports development, he informed that 31 indoor stadiums will be completed by the end of the year to address challenges posed by Nagaland's unfavorable weather conditions. He further noted that several projects under the Khelo India scheme are underway and that a new state sports policy is being formulated in line with the national framework. Sekose also lauded NSSA's initiative in offering free shooting coaching, acknowledging shooting as an expensive sport. He assured that the department is working towards developing more shooting ranges across the state, adding that sports would play a crucial role in achieving the vision of Viksit Nagaland. Guest of honor Nivikolye Katsa, Assistant General Secretary of the Nagaland Olympic Association, encouraged athletes to have a clear vision and prioritize their goals, stressing the importance of time management for sportsperson. He urged the participants to keep faith at the center of their journey. A total of 108 athletes, including 42 females and 67 males, are participating in the program. Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways Sarbananda Sonowal today said that the Parliament has passed 5 key bills in the just concluded monsoon session while overhauled colonial-era maritime laws and will boost the blue economy. The new bills are the Bills of Lading 2025, the Carriage of Goods by Sea Bill 2025, the Coastal Shipping Bill 2025, the Merchant Shipping Bill 2025 and the Indian Ports Bill 2025. The Bills of Lading 2025 focuses on simplifying legal documents to reduce disputes and improve the ease of doing business. The Carriage of Goods by Sea Bill 2025 replace 1925 Act adopting Hague-Visby rules for reduced litigation and stronger international ties. The Coastal Shipping Bill 2025 targets reviving India's 6% modal share, saving around 10,000 crore rupees annually in logistics cost. And now let us take a look at the weather reports of the district headquarters of Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 32 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 31 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. Mokokchung had a maximum temperature of 27 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 28 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. Zinabuto had a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius. Phek had a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 16 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
And to end the news, here's a recap of the main points. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Operation Sindoor has drawn new line in India's defense strategy. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh highlights India's support for women in UN peacekeeping missions. Angami Gazetted Officer Scroto conducts workshop on educated unemployed youth in Kohima. And Nagaland Shooting Sports Association inaugurates 2-week free shooting training and competition program. And with this, we have come to the end of this evening's bulletin. Good night.